Welcome back to Touhoumon Lunatic Platinum. In the last part, I did the 6th gym, and then I went to go talk to the professor in the library, and then Team Galactic blew up something near Lake Valor. So I guess I'm gonna go do that. Before I do that, before I even came to this town in the first place, I was in the middle of going back to previous parts of the game and see if there's anywhere I can surf. So I'm now going to continue that very boring task. And with the power speed up, maybe it won't take that long. Alright, is there any surf spots over here? There aren't in the actual city itself. There is right here. Lead to anywhere? Shut up, I didn't mean to read the sign. Okay, there does appear to be something over here. A random patch of grass. Why did this need to be hidden behind surf? What was the point? I didn't realize I still had my extra pills. Oh, never mind. You could just walk back here. What a completely pointless surfing location. I like how once you get fly, the town map, you never use it. You can just use fly as to check the town map. Alright! I'm going north. It's a surf spot, it leads nowhere. It's another surf spot that leads nowhere. Well, this surf spot, does it lead somewhere? Maybe? Maybe? Oh, it does! There's an item over here. HP up, wow. Just imagine if I didn't do this backtracking, I wouldn't have found an HP up. The most useful EV boosting move. Yes, you can't change IVs. Said stone. Speaking of stone, give it on, I guess. Sure. I stopped reading Lotus Eaters. I wonder how many on panels I'm missing. This is my one regret about not reading Lotus Eaters anymore, is I don't get to see the on cameos. Is there water in here? There is. I don't have Rock Smash anymore. Fuck. Alright, which move am I getting rid of? Probably one of On's. Actually, you know what? Kiryu has useless moves, don't you? I think you do. Yeah, you still have fucking defog. Hope I don't have to use that again. Alright. Water. Where does it lead? I'm very curious to know. In fact, now that I think about it, I think the cave to the right of the last town. I think there's also water there. Good move? Question mark? Splashing. Smashing. Don't recognize this move. It's the real move? The one we made up. Priority -4. Power doubles if the user is hit by the foe. That doesn't sound like a real move. I don't remember Pokemon having a move like that, but Pokemon has all sorts of moves, so who knows. See, not very exciting, this part. But, you know, it's a part of the game you gotta do. You gotta go back and find your items when you get surf. Probably wait until I have strength to do this, but you know what? I don't want to. The strength area, we'll deal with it later. Wonder how much longer this series will be. Got 2 gym leaders left. I explored the vast majority of the region, except for the areas up to Snow Point and the area to the right over there where the 8th gym is. And a top hat? What does that do? It doubles the battle's prize money if the holding puppet joins it. That's just the donation box, which is just the amulet coin. Why do you make another item that does the exact same thing as the amulet coin? I don't know. I don't think there's anything over here, but you know, might as well check. Yeah, this is just the end of the cave again. Might as well check if there's anything Route 204. I don't think so. I think it just kind of ends. Yep. Alright, time to fly back. So I go to a completely different cave. It's not the move. Doing, don't use Surf yet. When was the last time I recorded this? When was the last recording session? I think it was Saturday. Could have recorded on Monday. Recorded a cover instead. Couldn't record yesterday. Also recorded a cover. So I can record covers on days where I can't record other things. Just use the rappel, but not the cave yet. Oh, Orbird Gate. This is where I got Yashie, my favorite member of the team. Wait, no, I lost my max repels, so we're using the super repels again. Doesn't matter, because it doesn't appear to be limited inventory in this game. That's good. That was a sudden inconvenience I found when I started playing through the Gen 3 Puppet Hacks. I hadn't played a Pokemon game that had limited inventory before. Alright. It's gonna lead somewhere magical. Gonna lead to TM. Brick Break! Not bad. Anyone learn it? That's the real question. If I can find it. Found it. It was all there. 75 is actually not as much power as I remember. And it doesn't matter, because no one can learn it. My puppets do not know how to punch things. You telling me Yashie with her giant, stupid Zunart hands can't punch something, can't brick break something? Oh, I need strength. I need to come back here again, great. I'm a veteran, yes, but don't you dare treat me like a senior citizen. Yeah, I'm doing this now, showing on screen, me going back to previous areas. I'm gonna have to do this again when I get strength. I'm gonna have to do it again when I get rock climb. I'm going to do those off screen. Okay, guys, the thing about going back to previous areas with Surf is that they often lead you to completely new areas. Whereas no other HM really does that. Every other HM is just like, you find like one small little area with item. Although Waterfall is sometimes like that, but I haven't seen any waterfalls throughout this entire region. Can she just fucking die? God. Yeah, just give it slack off. We're back to square fucking one. There. Try to let Mistia do anything, and that's the result. Tie for you! Die to Psychic? No. Very much do not die to Psychic. You die to Aurora Beam? Oh, now I'm dead because I'm weak to Headbutt. You wanna die to Mystium? Oh, you do. Pico? Like me kill you. Oh, except I'm confused. There we go. I need to stop using speed up, but sometimes the battle starts going away that I don't bother to see the rest of. Little bug thing on my screen monitor. Second there. I have an escape rope, that's what I'm looking for. Get me the hell out of here. I did all that for Brick Break. A move I can't use. And to battle some veteran. That was a waste of my time to battle. Gave me some EXP, I guess. Alright, so made it to Floroma. Now I need to see if there's any places to go. Right. Was there something that just cut me off at the north here? What was that? Alright, there's like this area over here. Can this lead anywhere, or is it just kind of stuck? Yeah, this doesn't go anywhere. Can't do anything with this. I'm starting to remember, didn't I like not go in this building or something? Loroma Town was a barren, desolate hill long ago, avoided even by puppets. People started planting flowers on it because it was such a sad place, but nothing would grow. People didn't know what to do. And then one day, someone expressed thanks for the blessings of nature. Then the whole hill burst into bloom. Praying. Religion. This is the religious Pokemon game. God is in it. Do you think it's cute how puppets can help their allies? Sure. Yes, you agree. Here's a TM for the move safeguard. Woo! Yeah, I definitely didn't come in here. 3. Aaron. My first puppet in any of these games, you know that? Because first game of these I played was Puppet Dance Performance, where you can choose your starter, and I decided to pick one at random, and it gave me Aaron. It's my favorite Aaron. I care more than the actual Aaron. Sinnoh Newsnet. His name was Legolas. Hello, this is Sinnoh Newsnet. Sinnoh Newsnet is crews gathering news all over Sinnoh. Help our news gathering efforts by mixing records at any union room. This will allow us to get news that concerns your friends too. Please join us for the next showing of the Sinnoh Newsnet. Thank you for watching. Reminded of that recently because when I did the Yumeko cover of Yumeko's theme, I decided to put gameplay footage with it because I felt like it. Because when I did the Three Fairies theme, I did Puppet Dance performance footage with it. And I decided to do that with Yumeko's theme too. But I also threw in some Fantasy Maiden Wars at the end because Fantasy Maiden Wars is cool. Although because I did that, that means it will be a video instead of a short. Means it will get less views. But god damn it, I missed editing gameplay footage from videos, which is something I just can't fucking do anymore because that makes them not be shorts, and shorts is the meta of YouTube, and I fucking hate it. Thunder Punch. Anyone learn that? Might be a neat coverage move. I don't think anyone has it. A wind, electric. I can find it. The one problem with having unlimited unlimited TMs is that they clog up your space. A mana can, actually. Am I really gonna get rid of Woodhammer after I used a heart scale to get it? Yes, because when would I ever use it besides Need Alarm? God damn it, Anna. You just learned that move like 2 levels earlier. Maybe I was given some sort of hint that you were gonna learn it all. I wouldn't have bothered learning Woodhammer, but I wasted a fucking heart scale on it. Oh yeah, that's the thing. You can get unlimited heart scales because it's a daily event where you find puppets for those guys, but like I don't know how time is progressing in this emulator with the use of save states. Like, when I first talked to that guy, that was an earlier part of the game. When I came back later, he was still asking for the same Mamizo, so like a day hadn't passed. So I don't know if time is passing at all for daily events like that to even work properly. Sonic Boom. We only had 2 TMs next to each other. See, this was a complete waste of time. We're finding stuff. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. 80 power steel type special move. Can only be learned by my physical attackers. Why does Mistia seems to have a strange... She can just learn a strange amount of special moves when she's a physical attacker? Like, she could learn Shadow Ball when Alice couldn't, and now she can learn this. I guess because Sonic Boom is a noise move and Mistia is noisy and loud. It's over here. Oh, this is just a whole new area. Wow. See, this is why you do this. Because Surf allows you to find whole new areas like this. There's fucking Strength. All that does is allow you to push one little rock and get an item every now and then. See, so Surf's not only the best HM outside of battle, or inside of battle, it's also the best HM outside of battle. Man, after 3 games of only hearing Notori's theme while surfing, I think it was also like that Puppet Dance. It's nice to actually hear some different surf music, because Pokemon has some good surf music. This is pretty good. I really wish they didn't replace it in Hoenn, because Hoenn has some really good surf music, and it was taken from me. Just go somewhere. Oh, this is how you get to the other side of the meadow. I didn't think there was a possible to get to the other side of the meadow. I thought past those ledges was some unreachable location. There's a lot over here. Wow. Fugo Ironworks, home to Molten Foundries? Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff over here. This was not I was not expecting to find another major area with surf, but here we are. Guess we're gonna explore this Ironworks, and then we're gonna explore that area down there, and then I think I'm gonna go right down those ledges, and I think it's gonna lead me right back to the route again, but, you know, I could lose check. How much HP does a citrus berry heal when you use it in the overworld? Because doesn't it heal a percentage of your health and not an exact number? This is just a whole ass area, huh? Oh great, it's this. After Team Rocket made this their signature, could the Pokemon world as a whole just decide to just not do this anymore? Like, why are they like this? Why? This is a place people work at. At least the other times it showed up was at some kooky villain's lair. This is just a corporation where they make steel or something, right? Why are there spinny tiles everywhere? Who designed this shit? I work in the fiery foundry. You bet I'm hot and sweaty. It's like you have some series like Mario and Sonic where they're platformers, so like all of their areas have to be wacky. Like you go to some like factory or something, there's just platforms going all over the place, it doesn't make any sense, but you know, that's just how it works in Mario and other platforming worlds. But then you get to places, you have like RPGs and stuff where they're trying to have some sort of semblance of what's going on, and then you just have shit like this. You just got spinny tiles all over the place. What kind of fucked up version of OSHA exists in this universe where they require you to have spinny tiles? Ah. Anyway, yeah, this was not what I expected to happen. I thought I was going to spend a couple minutes, like, going back to previous routes, seeing if there's any places to find, and coming up with maybe a couple items and nothing else. But no, I found a whole area with trainers. It's completely optional as far as I can tell. What we're doing now. In 18 minutes, I burned out. How much longer will I continue to do this before I decide this is enough for the park? I don't know. Will this be a part people watch? I don't know. It's been one of those series. Gets more views on average than fucking Fantasy Maiden Wars did for the most part. But sometimes it's also a series where it's like, it's the part nobody wants to watch this part. It's like, okay, whatever, I'll watch it. Mysterious music for the steel factory. I am stuck. I have to go back here. That leads to nowhere. Good to know. Some over here, maybe? There's a TM at the very end of this. It better be a damn good TM. Where are you sending me? Well, it's not often we get a visitor like you to the Ironworks. Let's mark the occasion with a battle. You know if this hack actually went out of its way to replace the overworld music, that they'll be playing some fucking Hina music right now. That's what they did in previous hacks. You go to the spinny place, hey, you wanna hear Hina? Yep. My cover of Hina Stage theme, the only cover video I made since the mashup videos where I actually use my art. And I'm pretty sure that video got more views than the original video I made that art for. I still have that picture I drew up Ross as my profile picture for this website. Will I ever change it? Probably not at this rate, I see no reason to. What would I change it with? Well, that might be a two-shot. Having Rika learn Aurora Beam seems a bit weird, but I mean, imagine being shot out of that cannon. The thing with Rika, normally the chibi form uses the tank, and then the bigger form uses the eye, so you never really get to see a bigger version of the tank. I think in some puppet games, just the tank by itself is its own puppet. Holden. Firing once more, only because I feel like it. Yeah. Using golden wrenches like Momoyo with the golden duels. It's not the Minecraft meta. Using the golden tools is not good. Minecraft. Last time I played Minecraft, but I think sometime last year, I wanted to start another world. I just played it for a bit. Didn't really get into it. I was spawned in a jungle. I was gonna make like a big house around the trees, and I just didn't. Then at some point, I started like an alpha world. And played it for like an hour and stopped. You know, starting, near the end of last year, around like November, December, I started watching Mahjong Blonsky. His alpha Minecraft series. Nice relaxing videos. He doesn't make them very often nowadays because those just used to be like the only videos he made on that channel, but then he started doing Vintage Story and some other Minecraft-esque games. I'm gonna be honest, I watched most of the Vintage Story videos up to like the most recent part from like a few months ago. Right, shorts. I just don't feel like watching the rest. I don't know, maybe it's just because he doesn't use the same music. The Vintage Story videos just don't hit the same as the alpha videos. Don't really know why. Do know that getting that TM, I thought was going to be a pain in the ass, but actually no, I chose the right option. Whose TM is this? Fire Punch! That is not particularly useful when my fire type is a special attacker. Well, maybe someone else can use it. Although I don't know if it'd be a particularly useful move for them to learn, but we can at least check. Thunder Punch. Why are the punch moves not just directly next to each other? Anna can learn it, but she has enough moves already. I don't know if I'm gonna... Having a priority move is really good, so I don't know if I'm gonna find a move good enough to replace that. Are you maybe getting annoyed by where the floor panels take you? Yes. How the hell do you work in these conditions? Ren. You see, if you take the C and C Ren and just make it go down, you make the line at the right just go down a bit, then it would be Orin. That's her name. Basically. That just drained the character Orin is. Her name is Rin, but literally no one calls her that, and she prefers not be called that, so... Why is it her name to begin with? Why isn't her... I guess it's so... Because it's Satori's pet name. Because they have pet names. It's like Orin's so close to Rin, and then Oku and Utsuho like aren't the same at all. Although apparently there's something to do with the kanji that makes them related, but I don't fucking know anything about that. No, you're stuck with Vine Whip! Because you're getting to a high enough level to get the better move yet. Ah. We're stuck in the hell that I was once stuck in. Conrad, I'm going down in flames. Conrad, do you even have a wife? You a trainer? Well, hello, it's not often I get a visitor here. I tried to make the ironworks run better with the moving floor tiles. How? In what way would that ever be positive whatsoever? But no one was happy about it. They said the moving floor made them dizzy. Yes. But you don't want to listen to me whine. Here's a souvenir. My ironworks makes iron by removing impurities from iron ore. In the process, we find a variety of colored shards. If you'd like, we can trade star pieces for these shards. No? You're not trading? I don't need your shards that much. Maybe if I actually found the other two shard traders and they actually gave me good moves, unlike the first one. Cool. Glad to know that two of the things I used star pieces on became outclassed like a fucking couple parts later. Thanks, game. You could've just wait. You couldn't have just given it to me a little bit earlier. No. Red shard. I escape rope out of here. Please let me escape rope out of here. I don't want to do this again. Fuck you, Rowan. Okay. Please tell me this just lets me leave. Please let me get out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. Please. So yeah, this area was completely pointless outside of getting some TMs. And apparently you can now trade for shards. Oh god, I'm still here. Oh god, let me out. Oh, let me out. Where the fuck am I? Let me out. Oh no. Oh no! Where the fuck do I go to get out of here? Holy fuck, I'm stuck. Where's the exit? How do I get over there? Fuck you! Oh my god, I hate it here. I fucking hate it here. Thank you. Ugh. Okay. Gonna move on to the other. Hey, it's around here. Forgotten about it because I was stuck in there for so long. But there's in fact another area over here. Wow. You're in Floroma Town. The Floroma Meadow. Any reason to be here? Camouflage. I've had that since I caught Takane. I don't know, maybe I could sell some of these items I don't need, but I haven't really needed money either. Solar beam. Cool. That would be good for the sun team that I don't have. An ultra orb. Cool beans. A rare candy. That's cool. Normally save those till near the end of the game. I'm reminded how in Enhanced Reloaded, there was a glitch that made it to where once you got to Johto, some items didn't like. They would respawn every time you left an area, so I could get unlimited rare candies. So, now that I think about it, I stopped that series before I finished it, because the end of that series, because the way that hacked ends is really dumb. It makes you go through every Elite Four fight again, and then you're allowed to go to Victory Road and fight Red. And I decided, fuck it, nope, I didn't want to do that, so I stopped at Claire. And I guess I could have used that glitch to get everyone to level 100. and then just breeze my way through it. But I did not want to. By the time I got to Claire, and it was partly because of the stupid ice cave before it, I was done playing the game, so I just didn't do that. Apparently the game's, like, more stuff's been added. There's, like, Asprey played a newer version of it recently, and apparently they changed it to where there's a whole new Johto League after the gym leaders, so not only do you have to do the gym leaders again, you have to do the Johto League twice. But the big neat thing about that game is that after you do all that, you unlock some secret puppet area, and then if you go and give Reimu all of your money, she changes every puppet to be shiny. Alright, so I'm here now. There's a right, isn't there? There you go, the right. Right, I went this way, right? Cycling, right, this is Cycling Road. There's not gonna be any surf areas in Cycling Road. They're gonna be... How do you go to the fucking right in this town? Here. No! Does this lead anywhere? Okay, that's just very suspicious. Little patches of grass over there. Support shard. Cool. There's also suspicious patches over here. Anything? No, red herring. Alright, any surf spots? Have I not been here? What? No, clearly you're just an enemy I've never seen before, right? Because you have level 14 puppets. How are you faster than me? Guard must have priority or something. Body slam. The 85-100 heart type move. Look, I'm gonna get rid of cut because I assume we've reached the point where the game's no longer requiring me to use cut. Okay? Oh my puppet tricksters. I've been on this route, haven't I? No, I haven't. Was there someone blocking me from coming here earlier, and then I just never came back? So I think that's just about to lead to Mount Coronet. And then that's the bridge point between this route and that other route. See how Mount Coronet towers above us? I want to be big like that one day. Hey, dude. You're also... Yeah, let's just get this over with. Yeah, I should have fought these guys a while ago. This becomes rock throw, apparently. I think that just changes the animation of the move, because that doesn't actually change the power or anything of the move, because that move gains like different secondary effects or something. Well, I don't know what the secondary effect of rock throw is. Look at these beautiful wings. Okay, so you're gonna show me a puppet with wings? Oh, you're a bird trainer, so of course. Utsuo, level 17, Utsuo. You know, I'm getting surprisingly good amount of experience from these puppets that are less than half my level. Razor Wind. Okay. Razor Wind. Where are you? That's not a good move. Alright, where am I going now? I guess there wasn't any water over here, right? I guess I might as well check. There's not gonna be anything on Cycling Road, but there'll be something. These routes immediately under Cycling Road. The last time I had to use my bike, I wouldn't have to use it at all if we didn't have these arbitrary things that require a bike. Right, this is not any water here. Back there's just that stupid cave. Didn't have any water. There's no water around here. No. Alright, so it was a waste of time. Alright, what have I not explored? This is Touhoumon City. Right. Celestic Town. Astoria, you go to the left. You go to the left. You go to the left. Where's the left? Down here. There's no water over here, it's just bog, right? But I'm already here, so I might as well check. Just make this a really long part, where I just finish this fucking section of the game. Right. Man, this game would be better if this feature did not exist. Do you know that? You know that? This game would just be objectively better if this didn't exist. Nobody in playtesting said, hey, this isn't even remotely enjoyable at all. Can you take this feature out of the game? No? Not a single person said that? There actually is surfing stuff over here, although it doesn't appear to go anywhere. It's just surfing areas exist for these fishermen. Yeah, that just leads to rocks. Fantastic. Oh no, there's some over here. There we go. TM. I remember complaining about that TM earlier. Gunk Shot. Hey, that's a poison move. And it's special. One of my special attackers can learn it, maybe. Make it priority move. Man, isn't it great that we finally reached the part in the Pokemon game where I'm allowed actual moves? It's cool. Don't know why it took half the fucking game to finally get there, but at least we're finally there. 120-80. Kiryu can learn that. Alright, well this is a TM move, so I can just we've reached the point, yeah, with TM moves and having relearnable HMs, I can actually just relearn Cut and Gunk Shot whenever I want to, so that's cool. Any more water? Man, I'm missing that feature where asking if I want to use another repel. It's in the 2 GBA hex. This is in Pokemon Black and White too. It's my first Pokemon game that I played, Pokemon Black 2. What a good game that is. One of the best, really. One of the best Pokemons. Although it was really awkward having that be your first game because it expects you to know what happened in the first game, and I didn't. Any water over here? Yes, there's water over there. Fantastic. I need Cut. No, I don't. Okay. Can I move 2 spaces without running into something? Can I on the way back? Poison Bomb. Wow, that might immediately be better than Gunk Shot, because I think that's the flamethrower equivalent rather than the Hyper Bee equivalent. Poison Bomb. Yeah, 95, 100 is definitely better than Gunk Shot, but can you learn it? Yes, you can. Never mind, goodbye, Gunk Shot. You will not be needed. And look at Kiryu with an actual, honest-to-God, really good moveset. Finally made it. After using Ember for 20 fucking parts. We've done it. She's a real Pokemon now. Real puppet Pokemon. Real Bonicamon. No, we can't say that. Bonica is a banned word. Don't go back to those days. Something over here, if I can surf. Iron! Okay. Give someone an iron. Defense. Who needs defense? And sure, you're the defensive one, right? Right. That's the entirety of this route. So we can go to this town, and then go to the left, because I don't think I've done that yet. Route 208. Right, there's nothing here. Now that I think about it, yeah, there's like nothing here. It's just that one little thing. So that means we can go to the right over here. I haven't gone here yet. Anything on Route 209? Some water over here. Does it lead to anywhere that I can't have been before? No, it just looks like bridges connect everything, so... Is there any point to having surf? That water doesn't lead anywhere. Is it gonna do anything? What was the point of doing that? I, like, put something there. I thought, like, Spiritomb would show up or something, but no. Or whatever the Spiritomb equivalent is in this game. There's really nothing surfable in this route, is there? Love having to break out my repels, just like walk in certain areas just to look at something. Then if I don't, I'm gonna have fucking 5 battles show up. Nope. There's not gonna be anything to the right. So, any surfable areas over here? Over here. I'm not seeing any surfable areas. How do you get up there? How do you cut again? Surf? Not seeing any surf. Nope. Looks like no surf to me. Except... How do I get over there, huh? Oh, I need waterfall. Fantastic. Fucking waterfall. Alright, there's nothing over here, was there? I don't think so. Alright, so... remaining routes. Went this way. And go to the right over here. At that point, it should be this, and that, and that, and that would lead me to about around the other area, right? My repel ran out. Fantastic. Kadama! Like, an hour-long part. Man, I bet a lot happened this part. Nope, this is just me getting rid of the fucking busy work. Busy work, exploration, division. There's no water over here. There's no water over here. Yeah, there's this... Maybe? Maybe? No? Fuck off, you stupid rebels. Last one. 30 seconds. No water. No question. No question. Don't you believe it? Wait, where am I going now? Just go south and go this entire direction, I guess, and that'll be it. Although I don't think there's anything... I don't think there's any water on these routes either, but, you know, I've already checked everything else, so I might as well just do it. Oh, there's water right here! Anywhere? There we... Who knows? Although, I guess... It seems like besides that one strength area and that one cave, I'm not actually missing anything by not having strength by this point. How it appears to me, at least. It doesn't even seem to be. There's like that one area. There was one area that I needed waterfall for. There was one area I needed strength for. And there's like 2 areas I need rock climb for. Not counting this area where I need rock climb in like 5 different places. Alright. Yeah, there's a beach over here. Certainly there's gotta be some swimming to do over here, right? Does it lead anywhere? There's another one of those areas in Pokemon where it's just surrounded by rocks. It's a very depressing beach. Rocks. How do I get over there, huh? Oh, there actually is something over here. Wasn't expecting that. Alright, I thought the part was almost over, but no, there's water. I can't keep this part going. It's been 47 minutes. The next part, I'll do the small bit of exploration left, and then I'll actually go to that lake. Bye.